break me up. They over here just playing all kind of pop rock in the middle of Inglewood. Finally, what's up, Auntie Leah and Golden Okie Aries? What's up, y'all? Let me see. Why is it just okay? All messages. That's what I want. All right, y'all. Welcome to Set in the West. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, this person. Okay, this is why I said Inglewood. Well, welcome to Inglewood. Look at this. I thought this person was unalive, but I did see them move their legs. So obviously, this is actually somebody laying out in the middle of the fucking street. But look at this shit, it's crazy. Okay, so these young gentlemen over here, they're working on this or whatever. And then we got this. See, okay. Yeah, you see, I'm scared of them. You see, that's some scary shit. I said, is this dead? Like, Inglewood, y'all. I guess you could take the Ingle out the wood. You can't take the Watts out the Ingle. I was just talking about Inglewood being like almost like the new Beverly Hills or the new Redondo Beach, because that's pretty much what is going on. It's a whole lot of gentrification going on in Inglewood, and you see it evident where, well, it's a certain part of Inglewood where it's just they done just redeveloped, and yeah, they're doing a good job. But then when you just see what I just saw back there, somebody laid out in the middle of the damn street. What part of the game? Yeah, man. I just wanted to get on here real quick and just kind of speak on something I saw as I was, typing up paperwork. It's like 4 in the morning. There was a high-speed chase that started. Where did this damn high-speed chase start? I believe it started in somewhere in LA, and it ended up pretty much ended up right here in Inglewood. This is, if you guys don't know, Randy's Donuts, very popular. They have the whole thing with this used to just be the spot. Like, some people would, when I used to go to school, people would get off the bus and get on here, get off just to get the donuts. But this is a very iconic spot, right? Let me just go real quick, because there was a whole lot going on. Yeah, here's this. Let's see if that works. The police were here this morning. There was a U-Haul truck that had been involved in a high-speed pursuit late last night, early this morning. Yeah, you see, they were right here. There was a whole little situation that was going on with this guy. It wasn't just one guy. It was a group of guys. There were a group of guys who were running from the police, and here's where they caught one of them. I don't think they caught him. Well, let me look. So let me look at the update and let me see what's really going on with that situation. But yeah, there was a lot that was happening. Is this one of them right here? Let me see. Oh, that's a bad shot. Let me give y'all the story though. Hold on, if you guys are interested. U-Haul truck chase. Yeah, so I'm looking at the news and I'm sitting here like, wait, what's going on? If y'all can hear me, hopefully this traffic isn't that bad. Let me know if y'all can hear me or not. But There was a pursuit involving a U-Haul truck with burglary suspects. This is actually a better shot right here of what was going on. I'm right over here, right by the intersection of Manchester and La Cienega. But they say the crash ended in Hyde Park. So the pursuit began in downtown LA near Central and Alameda, in that area. If you guys are familiar, that's like the center part of LA. And the suspects were loading the U-Haul with stolen goods. This was around 4 or 5 a.m. The U-Haul hopped on the freeway, hopped on the 10, headed to the 405 near the LAX airport. And then they said that was that pursuit was short because 3 of the suspects climbed out of the van in South LA. They jumped out. They literally jumped out while the shit was moving. No, so check this out. U-Haul truck went to go steal some stolen goods. Police come, chase them into downtown, like out of downtown LA, towards the airport, in and through LA, and then they ended up, 3 of the suspects ended up running out, or jumping out. I'm sorry, they jumped out of the U-Haul rear cargo door. And it shows on the video, there's video here, it shows the items tumbling out of the back of the truck. And the suspects, but they drove to Randy's Donuts parking lot in Inglewood. They jumped out from the U-Haul and they ran towards a Lexus. So they were doing like little donuts, and they were doing no pun intended, but they were just basically circling the area, and then they ran into the Randy's Donuts parking lot and ended up, I guess they called one of their friends or whatever, and the guy basically came and scooped them up in a Lexus. And they all got away. The police even was like literally on their ass, and they still got away. And I think the dude almost ran into the cop. You know what I'm saying? They said the officers were close behind on foot, but the Lexus sped away, sideswiping the LAPD car. Now, mind you, this is Inglewood, so LAPD and Inglewood, they're totally different. This is a totally different jurisdiction, but you know, LAPD can, get busy over here in Inglewood too. And yeah, they said the pursuit of the Lexus continued through Inglewood onto the 405, where the car topped they said even 120 miles an hour before returning to the city streets. The 2 burglary suspects, they fled the U-Haul and jumped into the sedan, and they said, they were going 90. The Lexus slowed twice, allowing the suspects to bail out before the driver sped off again. Though no patrol cars were directly behind the Lexus, the LAPD units observed and they spread throughout the area. The chase ended when the Lexus tried to run a red light and was struck by another vehicle on Arlington and 48th near the Hyde Park area. The impact caused the Lexus to spin out, and the driver ran from the scene. An ambulance was called, at least one person in the vehicle that hit the Lexus, and there were no serious injuries, thank God. And the video basically, it showed them escaping into the neighborhood. They were jumping through fences and yards and attempted to escape, but they didn't find them immediately. Authorities later confirmed that they were searching for 2 outstanding suspects, including the Lexus driver, and they had detained 1 person. So that's where we ended here, where here's more more data, or more. Oh no, wait, hold on. This is another. Wait, hold on. This is a totally. Let me go back. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. This is one of the suspects, supposed suspects, right here. So let me flip it back so I can go back. Okay. I'll put the green screen back on later. But yeah, y'all, that's just one incident that happened about 4 or 5 in the morning. So essentially, these people, these thieves, were rolling through downtown LA. Hey, Barb Martinez, thank you. I'm sorry, I ain't been able to shot everybody out. I just been saying, let me report the news. In fact, look, Channel 7 Eyewitness News, they are on the scene. Let me see who else is on the scene. Who else is going to be here? But yeah, the suspects essentially got away for the most part, but they grabbed one guy. They did grab one guy, and that shot that I showed you guys was the one suspect. And I still haven't determined if he was like if he was for sure there, because they were looking to grab the officers on scene to come in and identify him right then and there. I've seen that before, where they'll snatch someone up and they'll just have the bright lights on them. They had them lights on you, and then the people in the car, you know, who are the witnesses, they have the ability to be, oh yeah, that's him. They can positively identify you. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what was going on. That happened early morning. I'll say about 6 a.m. You can't place me there. I was not there. I was in my drawers. I was typing up paperwork. So that's why I'm reporting it. I don't want nobody to be like, hey, he was there. Because you got all kind of weirdos right now. They're trying to place you on any type of scene right now. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, they that's wild. They started out in a U-Haul. I'm gonna clip this up and I'm gonna show it later. But they started out in the U-Haul. They ended up in this parking lot. Boom. Ended up dumping see where this car is right here? They ended up dumping the U-Haul right there. They jumped out right there. And you see where the street is? That's where that black Lexus pulled up, right on time. And all them fools jumped out, got in the black Lexus, and they started heading towards Manchester, towards LA, down Manchester, towards LAX. Bro, I'm telling you, man, that was crazy. That just like seeing it live, I was just like, I couldn't go live right then and there, because it was just like, wait, let me see how this play out. And I definitely wasn't going to get out in these streets, because that area that they're talking about, the Hyde Park area, I'm close to that area. So imagine me driving, and then they ended up hitting someone, cracking someone's car. That could have been me. I definitely didn't want to be a part of that. You get what I'm saying? So it's very dangerous out here sometimes. Like, you never know. And in high-speed chases, they're not designated to like, okay, they're only happening in the afternoons. In LA, they'll have a high-speed chase 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody is asleep. Like, you would think that people would be chilling. Like, I'm not trying to, people be turned up out, man. It's all kind of stuff out here though. But yeah, here I am. Look, Inglewood, Randy's Donuts. If you know, you know. And the U-Haul truck ended up here. They got out right here, jumped into a Lexus there, and dipped out. And the police almost got ran over. Man, this is LA, man. LA is a wild place. I don't think LA is a real place, bro. Like, I'm starting to just think I'm just an NPC. A non-playable character in this place. Say FBA in the building. Okay, FBA's in the building. Freedmen, yeah, the Freedmen are in the building. How about that? There we go. I'm gonna chill out on that Freedmen stuff too. I hear there's a Masonic connotation to that, but no, I come from a line of Black Americans. Some were enslaved, some were free. So yeah, whatever you say, bro, FBA, whatever. And anyway, people in here trying to divert the conversation. The Lexus got away. The Lexus got away, and then it ended up crashing and hurting some people. That's a sad thing, man. You say your husband and I was almost hit from behind a few feet. Yeah, that happens. People be wilding out here, man. Like, yeah, you just don't know. As far as like, you don't want to be caught up wrong place, wrong time. You just don't want to be in LA somewhere, caught in the wrong place, wrong time. And then look, check this out. Let me give y'all this. This is something else that happened. Peep game. Let me see. How can I? Okay, I'm gonna just tell y'all this story. This is funny, but not funny. Ha ha. Right. Here's what happened. Right over here, Howard Hughes Parkway. There's a place over here where Howard Hughes used to own all this property. They turned it into a nice little area, mall, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I used to work not too far. I used to work actually at the movie theater. They had a movie theater there where they had a bar. It was one of the first movie theaters I saw to have a bar. And yeah, the situation went like someone robbed someone in that area and put them in a trunk. It was a jewelry heist. They robbed someone, tied them up, and threw them in the trunk. And then I saw this on the news a couple of days ago, and I just said, I'm not going to talk about it. This is just, but it came back up, and they were just like, yeah, this guy, we don't even know how long he was in the trunk. I'm like, man, people are crazy. But look, the economy is gonna cause all these little situations to rise where people are getting let's say well, I can't say the opposite of kid, that would be bad, but the nappings, right? No, yeah, they really locked some. Wait, hold on, y'all, hold on wait, hold on, let me turn this off. Oh, well, okay. All right, y'all, look, I am in Inglewood. If y'all don't know, it says Inglewood, but this part of Inglewood is actually Inglewood, right? Welcome to Inglewood. Welcome to Inglewood, where you can see this. I'm not making fun of this brother, but he is laid out in the middle of the street, asleep. And the cold part about this, he still has to pay rent. He still has to pay like $14.95 just to lay there on the sidewalk. Okay. Anyway, that's how expensive LA is, man. Let me stop making fun of people. God don't like ugly. God does not like ugly. I'm not making fun of him, no, but that's sad. That is sad. It's very sad. The economy, though. This is a perfect segue to talk about the effects of the economy, because, in all honesty, this is the effects of the economy right now. You got people out here taking penitentiary chances. Like, number one, if you kidnap someone, well, I don't know why I said kidnap. I keep saying it, but like I think that's like 8 to 10 years or something like that. I mean, robbery already is like what, 2-3 years, and even though this DA don't be really prosecuting, because I'm talking to the DA about some stuff my damn self, not about me. I ain't did nothing wrong. I'm talking about people who've done wrong to me, so therefore I'm trying to get justice, right? This DA really does not. The LA DA, Gascon, he really doesn't like. He's not that. He's not the person that you're gonna sit here and expect to get justice. He's kind of like lenient on crime, I would say. So I guess a lot of people are figuring out like, hey, then let me just go ahead and commit whatever crime I can commit, and we'll see what we can get away with. I saw a channel. It's funny. I'm in Inglewood. I saw a channel not too long ago. They did a video. I forgot the name of the channel, but shout out to these brothers. But that's a whole nother conversation too, because they did a channel. It's almost like the gang version of a show that I saw where they would do like almost like unsolved mysteries, but the mysteries were solved, right? There were these Inglewood families and these blood gang members from Inglewood committing $1 million heists. They were committing $1 million heists, right? And this channel had all the brothers who were involved, had their gang names, had their government names, had how much time they did. Like, it's crazy. I was like, whoa, how they know all this? Look, this, God damn, that's another, look, can't fucking drive for shit. But anyway, this situation where they were committing penitentiary chances, and the one robbery, I think they netted maybe $8K the first go round, and it was 4 people, so they had to split that profits like $2K each. And I'm like, that's not no money. That ain't no money to be, like, I am not committing I'm not risking 7 years in prison for no $2,000. And I think then they paused. They did another robbery. It got 5K, and then it was one where it was 66K, and then they ended up getting like like, you take these chances. These brothers are taking these chances. Oh, my bad. They're taking these chances, and Barbara Martinez, I'm gonna address that too. I'm gonna address that. These brothers are taking these chances, and it's really not worth it. And then if someone tells, because people be talking, you know how people talk, you're definitely gonna get some time. And then you don't know who's telling. You do these crimes and you're doing with other people, then it just enhances. And especially now where I'm talking about these people were gang members, the crimes, they enhance. I think you could be 2 years, but if you're a gang member, it's 10. But there was this channel that was talking about these Inglewood blood gang members, and they had some fools from Compton as well. I think one of the guys from Carver Park, Southside Compton, Carver Park, right? That wouldn't be Southside, that would be East. Carver Park is anyway, don't matter. They had a bunch of different gang members, but the core of them were from Inglewood, and they were doing all these crimes. And they were going around just doing a whole lot. So that I see here where there's a jury heist, and the person who was the victim ended up in the trunk. How many days? I can't see it. I couldn't see myself being a victim like that. That's crazy. They had him at GUN point, and they forced him into the trunk. And I don't know how he got discovered. If you're tied up and you're in a trunk, I mean, you could say attempted M word, because that's kind of wild. Like, that's wild. That is wild. And then Barbara, let's talk about that. I know everywhere else there's snow. There's snow everywhere. We got a little good out here in Inglewood. It's not. It's 67 degrees, maybe a little bit more. It's not cold. It's not super hot, but we definitely are not dealing with freezing temperatures. We're not dealing with black ice. I guess we got it a little bit better out here. But I did see, and it's sad, someone being rescued because they were sleeping in the back of a store, and a man carried the lady or whatever man. He carried them into the actual store to let them sleep there, because you got a lot of people, displaced people, homeless people, that are freezing to death right now all across this country. They said a woman, I believe she was 53 years old, froze to death in Detroit, sleeping out in the elements. They said some people passed away sleeping in their cars, even though the cars, somewhat insulated. You it's still cold, man. You like, hypothermia is a beast. I mean, I think a certain temperature you'll be okay, but once you start dipping into the 30s and you're out there and you're exposed, you ain't covered up, you ain't got like no real, man, it could be a problem for you. And that's what's been going on. A lot of displaced people, just a lot of people freezing, and it's unfortunate. And this is what this country is right now. AI is pretty much taking over all these jobs. The funny thing is this. Side note, what's up, Kiki? Side note, I'm doing a job for someone, and the guy, he works for the city or the county, and I'm sitting here watching him do his thing, and he's using ChatGTP at his job. Like, he's literally using ChatGTP. He's a county employee. He gets paid a couple hundred, 6 figures. He's using ChatGTP for his work. It's crazy. That's a whole nother topic. I don't even want to really go there. But anyway, jobs are being taken. People are not really working. There are people that I've seen on these message boards. They say they haven't had a job in 3 years, and that's just the norm. Like that's the norm right now. Where as far as like people are not, or they're either being underemployed or not employed, and a lot of people are a step away from being displaced, being houseless, being homeless for real. So you got to be very, just very thankful for what it is that you have, if you have a roof over your head and if you have a job, because there are a lot of people that are displaced, job-wise and, with homes, the housing. So yeah, we're looking at like this country. In my opinion, it's already second class, like a second world country. We're not a first world country anymore, if you really want to talk about it, because a first world country could take care of the needs of the citizens. It's not like we got a billion people. It's just a couple. Everyone could get fed. Everyone could have a house. Everyone could be living somewhere. Thank you, Leilani, for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, hold on one second. Let me detour. So the problem though is greed. That's really the problem. Look, there's so many greedy people. And when it comes to just corporations, you already know, most of these corporations are trash. They're not really looking out for the people. It's just too much greed. There's enough wealth to really go around. There's like I said, there's housing enough for everybody. But they need to perpetuate this. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not about to get on my Antoine Donaldson. Go, buddy. Or as Corey calls him, tampon, what's his last name? Antoine, what is his name? I don't know. Daniels. Tampon Daniels. But Tampon Daniels, he would say something like, most of these crimes that are being committed by black people. And Yeah, maybe. But then you're not talking about the system that causes the crime, the system that causes displacement, the system that causes everything that's going on right now, that's not having everything equal. You're not talking about that system. You want to talk about the individuals. I could easily be like, yeah, all these YNs, they out here doing the most with these crimes and this and that. But there are no programs for the YNs or the YBs. Yeah, y'all can put that. You know what I'm talking about. There's really no. I hate to say it. The youth are lost because no one's here to really help them. There's no programs. There's no advocacy for them. So they're all on the internet and they're seeing they're monkey see monkey do. They're doing whatever it is that they see. They think they into these scams and crimes, and here we are with the situation about someone being tied up for over jury and being put in a trunk. Yeah, it's getting bad, and it ain't because the youth are inherently effed up and bad or whatever. It's really the system. The system is broken, or let's just say the system is working like how it's supposed to work. Because ultimately, y'all talk about this stuff with ICE and all that, they really just want crime to skyrocket so they can just lock up a bunch of goddamn people. That's really what it is. That's what's going on right now. If you ain't got no criminal record, or if you ain't got nothing going on, that's good, and it should stay that way. If you've had a criminal record, they about to double back and try to get you back into the fold, or just try to get you twisted. That's the name of the game right now with America. I'm at the SoFi. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't took off my I was supposed to put my thing on. They done basically set this whole situation up so that a lot of people could be incarcerated. This country, real spill, this country, I say it like this. That's what I said about LA being not a real place. But this damn country is like, I'll just say there's called great confinement. We're in confinement. This is a confinement. You got a job, you're confined to something. You got a mortgage, you're confined to something. And then, when they put you in prison, that's just greater confinements. That's what the elders were telling me, You just got to figure out how to free yourself out of these confinements, everything that's dealing with the confinement, this whole system. It ain't really working for us like it should. That's really what I'm talking about. This whole little situation with this country and everything that's going on is not working the way it should. I'll be 60 and I'll be retiring in 10 years, right? Look at that. I should be retiring in 10 years, but the way the system is set up, because I've been working since I was 16 years old, the way the system is set up, I will not have retirement. I will not have what's the word? I will not have Social Security. So anybody in my age bracket, I think after so many years, they're not going to have a system set up. And then the Social Security ain't even really, it's going to like really feed you like that. It's going to be very minuscule. It's like they only going to give you so much. So, and that's part of the system, and it's part of confinement too. It's just jacked up. Like there's really no hope. They got no hope for the youth. They got no hope really for the elders. What's up, LP? Let me see. Yeah, I'm over here. I got to take care of some business. I got a client that's over here by the YouTube theater. I'll be doing a lot more work over here. In fact, here, let's do a tour. Look, SoFi Stadium. People think the Super Bowl will be here in 2 weeks, but no, it'll actually be up north. But we had the Super Bowl here not too long ago. SoFi Stadium, and then boom, right over there is YouTube Theater. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry I went on a tangent I did go on a tangent. I apologize, but I'm just ranting because I'm like, I mean, you get up every day and you see that it's not a whole lot changing, especially within this country. You just be like, I know where I'm going. I don't think this is gonna be the final destination for me. I'm about to got my exit strategy pretty much. It's too much chaos. It's too much drama going on. I'm highlighting some stuff in the news where it's just like, look, it's just too much. Well, the news, number one, if you follow, let me tell y'all something. No, I'm not from Africa. I'm not from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. Nick, look, Crenshaw Mafia. Nick. If you don't know where that's from, then you gotta log off. You didn't have to hide him. If he says I'm from Africa, that's fine. I'm not. I don't look African. That's one thing. No offense to the Africans, though, But yeah. What was I saying? I was basically just talking about the damn country and just how dilapidated it's gonna become and how it's becoming, because it ain't really much here, but you're now seeing Mad Max. That's what it is. When you see things on the news where you can find someone that took a U-Haul truck to go steal some goods and then dip on out. Here I am. I'm at my destination, YouTube Theater. If you could dip on out, and they basically cause all types of ruckus, and they cause all types of issues for the general public because of a lick that they were trying to get. And I think they were basically stealing vape pens or something. So they probably were going to do some like black market stuff, sell them on, I don't know, eBay or whatever. They were about to basically get a little lick and make something going, get something going there. But it's all about chasing money. It's all about chasing money. And when money is no longer good, then you can't eat that money. Why would you? I don't know why people take penitentiary chances over some bullshit paper, to be honest. I think they said something in the Bible about the love of money. People get it twisted and say the what is it? Money is the root of all evil. No, it's the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. But I think we're officially in Mad Max, Ark of Asylum. You're gonna see a lot more of these licks, a lot more of these people doing all kinds of things just to get. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. You can't worship two masters. You're gonna see all kind of people doing all types of penitentiary chances just so that they can eat. But you could eat other ways. You grow your own food, or you could start a co-op. You ain't got to take those chances. This is for anybody that's like desperate, like, oh man, I'm back on these bills or my credit card or this. Yeah, I got bills too. What's up, Akshaya? Securities Theater. Yeah, they're going to change the name of this. They just got the rights to it. Just like SoFi. SoFi just bought the rights to this. I don't know who's actually who funded this theater. I mean, this stadium. This is SoFi Stadium. This is YouTube Theater. But all they do is the naming rights. Just like with it used to be the Staples Center. It's now called the Crypto Arena. It's weird. But it's just the naming rights. That's all it is. It's just naming rights for certain buildings. That's it. It's all about money too. But anyway, I was just saying, anybody that's kind of like falling on hard times, just make those hard times sharpen you up and make you greater. Don't make them harden you. Like I was gonna make an analogy, but it's not a great one. I was gonna say something about the egg, and you can put egg in hot water and then it'll boil and it'll turn hard. But the environment, I was just trying to make the comparison of the environment in this country, I would say, and how it's like at a boiling point. Everything is, you got ICE, you got the situation with the police, the situation where the guy got unalived by ICE, and it's multiples. There's a lot of things that's going on in this, and it's designed to make you go cuckoo, make you go crazy. That's what I was going to say. If you're paying attention too much to mainstream media, you're already losing. I'll watch it, but it's kind of like I'll watch it with a different eye now, and then that's why I'll come on and talk about certain stuff. But I'm just kind of just giving y'all a little bit of info, especially in the city where I'm from, LA. There's a lot of things that are happening, a lot of things are changing, and I just here's one part of LA or Inglewood that's just the opulence. We got the YouTube theater behind me, we got the SoFi Stadium, all this opulent. And again, YouTube theater, right? Then, if you rewind my video that I just did now, you'll see there's a guy a few miles away sleeping on the street, sleeping on the sidewalk, and that's America. This is America. That's the dichotomy. You got people that are paying $200, $300, $400 to come see a game here, and then you got a guy who. He probably can't even feed himself. He's probably not even on public assistance because he don't have the whereabouts to even get it, to try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what paying attention to this mainstream media will make you lose it. And you just got to be emotionally balanced. You got to be smart. You can't really be tripping off of stuff. If your bills is late, hey, just let the bills be late. Like, it is what it is. But I say all that to say, because a lot of people are not in that position where they got to do penitentiary chances, like what I talked about in this situation with this video here. You got a lot of people that are not in that. They're not in that space. They don't have to do crimes. They don't have to do anything crazy in order to make it. But I guarantee you, the system, the way it's set up right now, they're pushing a lot more people into that, and it's about needs and wants. It's like the Maslow hierarchy. If you got food, clothing, and shelter, you have that, and then the next level, you got to have a belonging and security and all that good, family, that type of stuff. They're twisting the whole gambit. Sean, why did he tell me to shut my face? Just shut your face. Sean Bing Jean. You want to be famous, huh? Next time I'll send you the link and you make me shut my face. Thanks for timing them out. Thanks, mods. Thanks. Yeah, I know LP got them first. Y'all be careful. Don't come here on the west side set tripping, because you will get you'll get served up. Anyway, what's up? What else is up? I gotta get into this building or whatever. Exactly, LP. Any disrespect, you get moved out the way. Shout out to everybody here. I know Jag's in the building. Patricia Blair's in the building. Who's this? AV a bug on. Let me shout out the top Fizzans. Why they ain't coming up? What's going on? Oh, it made me look like, this thing made me look like Akon. All right, there we go. I'm just trying to see the top fans before I go. Leilani Arrington, appreciate you. Auntie Leah's number 2. Barbara Martinez, number 3. Barbara J is number 4. Was it Ivy Escas 5, Pat Blair 6, Real Jag is 7, Yom J is 8, Makia Sanders is 9, Golden Aries is 10, LP Laron is 11, Kiki Eyes is 12, Mary A is 13, and we got Joshua Bartnick, Akshaya, Black Girl Y, Black Girl, you got, oh, well, I'm not going to say nothing because you look like Black Youngster in your photo. I'm not trying to clown. I'm just saying, it says Black Girl. They look like a black guy. Anyway, but shout out to you. You're number 16. Francis Gomez is 17. Anthony Woods. That's what's up. I like that that logo, the scarab beetle. Karen and Dalvin Johnson. All right, all right, all right, all right. Lauren Speaks Up is there too. Appreciate the super chat, Mary A. Oh, appreciate you, Mary A. Thank you. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Um, yeah. Anyway. See, they're here. They're here. Yeah, y'all keep God first and stay focused on Him, and don't be tripping on this whole little shit that's going on, because the shit is falling. It's an empire that is falling. Let's just say it like that. It's falling. Anyway. I hope everyone has a productive day. If you are, I guess if you're anywhere past Colorado, it says about 30-something states that's affected by the snowstorm. Y'all bundle up. Do not use charcoal to warm up the garage or gas. I mean, not gas grill. Don't use your car to warm up the garage, because you know it's carbon monoxide. If you got a gas guzzling car, that stuff could unalive you for real. I mean, y'all know what's up. I ain't talking to y'all like y'all kids or teenagers. But yeah. Anyway, let me get going. I appreciate everyone. I think may do something later. We'll see. Y'all definitely tune in. I think Jag's gonna go live. And yeah. Oh, just talking about Kai Sanat. Yeah. All right, look. I'm doing my walk too, because I gotta lose some weight. I'm fat as fuck. If you ain't, like, my belly is extended out. So I'm finna get to work, and I'm about to start working. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody here. All right.